Hey everybody, today, Earth Star Chakra Activation Secrets.
Spirituality and wealth. I'm Heather
And I'm David,
from ZenRoseGarden.
.com.
Yes.
Helping people create.
Badass lives.
Is money evil?
Evil. So there is a common scripture that is often misquoted and misunderstood and misinterpreted as money is the root of all evil. And this is sort of a concept that many spiritual people have grabbed onto and take with them. But what this does is it creates a cognitive dissonance in the mind about money and their attitudes towards money. Money is the root of all evil. Ooh, I don't want that around me. Push it away, push it away, push it away.
Because nobody wants to be evil. So if we believe that money is the root of all evil, we will avoid money at all costs to save our soul.
But the problem is there's a cognitive dissonance here because money is sort of the thing that creates abundance for us, that creates situations and experiences and opportunities for us to do really good things in the world and to enjoy our life and to lift each other's burdens and to do some really good spiritual kind of stuff.
And think about this. If you're supposed to be going out and giving to the world around you, how can you give if you don't allow yourself to receive?
So let's kind of clarify this spirituality and wealth conflict that has been created in our world with spiritual people and why a lot of spiritual people have a hard time getting rich. Spiritual people can't get rich a lot of times because they carry this burden of this money is evil concept with them.
Right.
So the scriptures that come from different parts of the world were originally written in different languages.
Really?
And those languages don't exactly translate exactly to the English interpretation and how we understand them in our modern world. What's even worse is we take the English and we translate it to something that is even more removed from the original idea. So money is the root of all evil isn't actually the real translation. It's the love or the greed for money, the lust of money is the root of all kinds of evil. It changes the meaning of it completely. So you can't just cliff notes that phrase into money is the root of all evil and have it mean the same thing at all.
No. So you've got to understand that the context of the communication itself was different because it was a whole different area of the world. It was a whole different time period. And just think about the millennials versus Gen X versus baby boomers versus all of these other different people. And that's just in the last 100 years.
Well, I think something's held true over many centuries, though, with this one, because the greed and the lust after money or riches or gold is the root of all kinds of evil, has kind of held true through the centuries. So it is kind of a solid concept.
So the translation of this gets mixed up in our brains because we believe that we're seeing or reading or hearing one thing when our brain wants to simplify it as easy as possible, and it actually changes the context in our head. So think about some of your favorite song lyrics, how you believe it's said one way when you were growing up, and you look back at the actual lyrics and it was a completely different lyric, but your brain didn't know the difference.
Right. Like
Another
Dirty Deeds and the Thunder Chief.
Yes. Dirty Deeds and the Thunder Chief.
Like, okay, let me sing it. It's like Dirty Deeds and the Thunder Chief. Dirty Deeds and the Thunder Chief.
Dirty Deeds done dirt cheap.
It's kind of like that. Means something completely different, I think.
Another good example would be that blue that was blue or black.
There's like only 3 people that even know that.
Greed comes from fear, and fear is a low vibration. That vibration will keep you in the greed of money, which means you're never going to get it.
Right. So spirituality and wealth don't have to be mutually exclusive. People that see spiritual wealth and material wealth and they put them together and they see that they're just material wealth is just a tool to kind of express your spiritual self into the world, don't have these cognitive dissonances with the money beliefs that keep them in a lack mentality. So if you can reprogram this a little bit, realize that some things that you thought were truths weren't even really truths to begin with. They're totally misquoted. So play with that. Look where it's showing up in your life as far as lack mentality goes and as far as your beliefs around money go, and reprogram it. Yeah.
There it is.
So for more badass life tips, be sure to subscribe.
And click that bell to turn notifications on.
And we'll see you in the next video.